G'day, Big V. We are here with our youth men for our weekly wrap. A large amount of games here in our VYC, and so Mark will kick it off nice and quickly with Sandringham falling short at home 79 to a pretty full strength Melbourne team 85.
Yeah, that could be a finals preview, Ted. The both teams are sitting up in their top four, and it's going to be a pretty. That one could sort of determine a little bit come week one of finals.
Yeah, it really could. Melbourne's NBL one team are now finished, so expect Taj and Mason to play the remainder of the season and in finals as well. So Andrew Gaze will be the head coach. Will be a very sort of different team to what they've had throughout the year. Probably a lot more consistent with what they have. But Wilson Amos 25-7 for that game, and Joel Foxwell was massive. Unable to get it done though. 29 points ago with his 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
Huge. And next game we had Kilsyth 91 defeated Ballarat 67. Then we have Diamond Valley 104, an easy win over Blackburn 78.
Yep, Polesmark continuing to be dominant here, shooting the ball well, efficient, just sort of getting a very all-round performance there as they continue to sort of sit in that finals position.
And Keilor 92, an important win over McKinnon at 73.
Yeah, this was a very, very important game for Keilor. They're still in the grading process, the position to play in the grading process next year. They do need to continue to win and hope that some other key pieces elsewhere lose for them to move out. But young Eric, I hope I say his name right. I do coach him at Maribyrnong. Young Eric Borvik had 31 points, shooting 7 from 11 from 3-point
Wow,
range.
that's huge.
Massive performance from Eric. Congratulations.
And next game, Waverley, a really important win in terms of that qualification series over Ringwood, 74-66.
Yeah, this probably was one that people might not have really been expecting. Ringwood making the finals last year and falling short, but Ringwood have had some interesting games throughout the year, and they have lost some sort of bizarre ones, and I would sort of put this in that column as well. But no, huge performance by Waverley to also sort of find themselves in and out of that grading process.
Yep, and Frankston, an important win, 91 over Knox, 84.
Yeah, Corey Hastings was huge here with his 31 points. Knox having a not so pleasant second half of the season as they were, the most dominant team at the very start of the year.
Yeah, that's very diplomatic there, Ted. Dandenong, top of the table, 125, defeated McKinnon, 87. Nunawading, an important win, 86 over Waverley, 82.
Yeah, Nunawading still find themselves in finals contention now. Very interesting of how things are going to go as some other games are going to dictate whether they do make finals or not.
And Frankston, a great win, 97 over Eltham, 86.
Yeah, very big win again from Frankston. A bit more of an all-round performance there for the Blues. Hastings again was pretty consistent. Eltham just falling short there. Still in finals, man. Can very easily be a team to go all the way.
Yeah, they've got some great talent that sweep through that team. Then a huge win, Casey 94 defeat Blackburn 56 to round off the VYC men.
Yes.
And Youth League 1 men. Some really important games this weekend, Ted. None more important than Geelong United knocking off Hume 98-95 in what was a incredibly close tussle down the stretch.
Yeah, I believe it was Marak here who was huge for Geelong United. He had 24 points to go with his 7 rebounds and 7 assists. A massive performance there. Bailey Bruce with 26 of his own. Sam O'Toole for Hume was big for them, unable to get it done with 28 to go with his 8 rebounds.
And then we got Keysborough 83 defeated Bendigo, an undermanned Bendigo 51. Camberwell, an enormous win, 110 over Altona 67. Coburg, a tough win, 80 over Craigieburn 76. And Keysborough keep their finals dream alive, 87 defeat Sherbrooke 78.
Yeah, Keysborough an interesting one. They have guys who you can have big performances and out of other games where they sort of do it by committee, as you say. They have just a number of guys who can average 10 to 15 points here. But Lenny Gorman with 25 in the starters group. Majority of them all scored here, which was very nice. Darcy Watson with a healthy 20 and 12 piece. Sherbrooke, falling short there. Dylan Johnson wasn't too bad, 17 points with 16 rebounds, but Jacob Burke-Doggett, 28 points with 9 rebounds, still unable to get the job done there.
Yeah, probably not enough contributors there from Sherbrooke this week, but we move on, and Camberwell get a good weekend because a 99 defeat Bulleen 75. An important one in the lead up to finals, as these two are sort of around the same level. It may have put a fork in Bulleen's season.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, Camberwell have had a very interesting season after their 22-0 campaign last year. They were moved on a few players into their seniors group, which was awesome to see. But no, this Camberwell team have sort of made a little bit of a late charge here, as I believe they're sitting 4th on the ladder now, trying to squeeze into second or third potentially. But no, Camberwell continuing to sort of get it done. Jackson Dean came up huge there, 18 points with his 10 rebounds. Matthew Power with a double-double as well, 15 and 12.
Yeah, Bailey Milligan, good for the visitors with 20 points to his name as Bulleen lost that one. Coburg, a bit of a local rivalry. Coburg, 101, defeat Collingwood 75. They had a great weekend. Bendigo, an undermanned Bendigo, defeat Craigieburn 77-72, Ted.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. They were undermanned. A lot of questions around what's going on there, but Oliver Mayman with 20 points, and then Casey Wills leading all scorers, 21 points to go with 23 rebounds.
Huge.
A massive performance there. Huge from them. Craigieburn just unable to get it done, quite just short there. Stephen Hooper with 23 points to go with his 11 rebounds as the best player for Craigieburn.
And finally, Wyndham 95 defeated Geelong United 91 in what was an absolute cracker of a game.
Yeah, Oscar Jones, every time he comes down into youth league, just goes absolutely ham. 31 points there. Not shooting as well as he normally would, just 2 from 6 from 3-point land. You'd think he normally gets up more than 6 3. So Geelong might have done something there to take them away, but no, still was able to get to 31.
Yeah, he's a scoring weapon at all levels. And Bailey Bruce capped off a nice weekend with 27 in that game as well. So he's hitting form at the right time of year. Over to Youth League 2 men, Pakenham a huge win, 111 to Southern Peninsula 51 as they make the push for finals.
Yeah, Pakenham have had a massive sort of run home. Unsure if they will be able to make finals or not. I think it's sort of in the air now, as they've had some opportunities to hope that other teams lose some games to get themselves in. We're not too sure if they will be able to make it now.
No, after some of the results this weekend, it might have come undone.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Sunbury 81 defeated Surf Coast 74. A pretty close battle this one. Sunbury probably just having too many experienced heads, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Salvador making the starting 5-year, 18 points to go with his 16 rebounds. Owen Stevens with just the 12 points there, with Zach Martinez with 18 of his own. Jesse Ombega we believe he's injured at the moment, does make quite the difference for this Surf Coast unit.
And we'll have to whip through some of these games as we run out of time. But Maccabi 104, a huge win over Melbourne University 86. Warrandyte 103 defeats Chelsea 75. Albury Wodonga 103 defeat Wangaratta North East Bushies 50. Wallen with a big win 67 over Bellarine 58. Whittlesea 106 defeat Western Port 79.
Yeah, this was massive. David Barron making the starting 5 there with his 29-point piece, I believe. Western Port just falling short there. This is a possible finals encounter here. David Barron 7 threes was a massive effort from him.
19 attempts. Wow, All right, Surf Coast bounced back with a win, 88 over Wallen at 55. Mornington 88 defeat Melbourne University 73 in a rough weekend for them. Western Port 116 defeated Melton 89. And finally, Pakenham 93 defeated Warrandyte 63.
That'll be all for us, guys. A lot of games in Youth League, man. Keep it locked. Finals right around the corner.